Hello again, this is me Fawad, and this is again another lecture of C Sharp programming. In this lecture, I will tell you that how you can create variables which are sometimes called attributes within the C Sharp programming language. So, how you can create variables in C Sharp? This is the basic question. Now, most of you will be thinking that what are variables? In mathematics, you have learned that variables are those parameters which can take any value and its value can vary. So they are called variables. But in programming language, variable is the name of some memory unit in which you can store anything. And whatever you store within that variable, it depends upon whatever data you store in that variable, it depends upon the data type of that variable. So I will teach you that how many data types of variables are available in C Sharp. So the variables can be a container which can store integer values. Variable can store some string, it can store a single character, it can store some decimal values, it can store whatever you like. So I'm going to create a variable string. If it doesn't change its name, then there is an error. Now it is correct. So string name, it is a variable. Now it can store something else because in the line number 6 instruction at line number 6, I have declared a variable. This is called the declaration of variable. I have declared a variable that produce a variable and that variable should be of data type string, and then I am going to assign some values to that variable. So these are the values that I have assigned to this variable. So every time you complete your instruction, you should put a semicolon sign. Now I'm going to put another variable. I'm going to create an integer. So this is an integer variable. Now I am going to assign some value to this variable. I have assigned some values to this variable. Now if I run this code, nothing will happen. You can see there will be no any output because I have not instructed the console to display some output here. So I will need to use console dot write line in here. I will write the height of, then I will add some more thing. So whenever you use this first plus sign, it will add this string which is stored in this variable up here. Suppose if I run this, you can see the height of Fawad. Now I am going to add some more thing. I'm going to add some more thing. Now look at this. The height of Fawad is 6. Now you can see that there is no any space here. So you can just simply press the space button and you can see that the text is now correctly written. Now I can add some more thing here. Now you can see I need to put some space here. The height of Fawad is 6 feet. Now you can see here that I have created two variables. The one variable is string, the other variable is integer. In the string variable I have stored this string. This string could be anything, like I can write the of is. Now I will remove all these things because this variable contain all the stuffs which are required here. Now if I run it, you can see the height of Fawad is 6 feet. This name variable contain the height of Fawad is when it is when something is added to it, the value of height is 6, so the 6 has been added to it, and then I have added another thing which is feet. So the feet is also a string. You can add string in both ways. Either you can put string within some variable or you can put it directly like this one. I can create some more variable as well. Like if I create float variable and that variable contains some more information. .5. It store the value. Height inches. Like if I want to add some more thing, I will just put this variable here. I'm going to add some more thing. If I run it, you can see, oh, there is an error. I think I have made some mistake. The height of Fawad is XYZ feet, and if I have to debug it, I will remove this. I will run it. Now you can see there is an error. After I have declared this variable with this underscore sign, it produced an error. Okay, the error has gone. If I write 2.2, it produces an error. If I write decimal, if I write double, oh, the actual data type is double. So I will add some more thing right here. I'm going to change it again, run it, so that if there is an error I should know. So the height of Fawad is 6 feet and I'm going to add some more thing. Now you can see that the height of Fawad is 6 feet and 2.2 inches. So you can write whatever you want to write by using these variables. So these variables can store data which could be used anywhere within the code. You just have to type the variable and it will show you the value. Suppose I am going to create another code. I'm going to create an integer variable int value 1 is equal to 4 and another integer. This is another method that I'm not going to declare the variable. You can see these are the two methods. Either you in one line you declare a variable, in the second line you initialize it, you assign some value to that variable, or you can do it in a single line of code. You declare the variable as well as you initialize some value, assign some value to it. So I'm going to create another variable and I store another value within it, and I'm going to create another variable and I am going to make some mathematical operation, which is value 1 plus value 2. If I run this code, it is not going to produce any error. So I'm going to create some more line of code. I'm going to write the sum of value 1 and value 2 is result. Now if I run this code, there is an error because I skipped the variable, the semicolon. The sum of 4 plus 6 is 10. Either I can write val 1 plus val 2 is equal to you can see 4 plus 6 equal to 10. But if I make some more operation, if I use some decimal value and I assign it to the integer data type variable, then when I run it, it will give me an error because integer cannot store a decimal value, it store integer value. So if I have to store some integer value, then I have to use double data type variable. This is a double data. I have changed the data type of variable 1 to double. Now again you can see there is an error because whatever is stored in the variable would also be 10.6 and 10.6 cannot be stored in a integer variable. So I'm going to change the data type of result as well. Now again you can see 4.6 plus 6 is equal to 10.6. So these are the variables. Some more variables are here with us. If I have to, this is character variable and I'm going to create character variable and I am going to store some value within it, and that value is plus. Now you can see that instead of using this sign, I can just only write op, and when I run it, you can see, this thing is going to make some error, because when you are using the character within the mathematical operation, it produce some value within that place, so it create an error. So I have to change its type to string. Now again there is an error. You can see that it convert this character into some type of value, and that value is added to these two values. So every character has some value. So I have to convert the data type of this. I'm going to look into the command. So I am going to convert its data type to string. Now I am going to look into this. It has or either can, so you have to write this thing. If you have to put character within the string, then you have to use this variable. Like I have converted op into string. This is called typecasting. You are going to convert the type of one variable into another. So this procedure is called typecasting. So you can convert integer to string, string to a double, whatever you want. You have to write dot to string and then these brackets. It will convert the type of that variable. So this was all about the variable declaration. In the next lecture I will tell you some more things related to C# programming. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to my channel and subscribe my channel so that you may see more videos related to C# programming. Thank you so much.